Hello, so this is the second video, and in this video I'm going to talk about the story that I have mentioned yesterday. It's titled Shak and Shoal. The time frame is 5555 CE Common Era, so it takes place in future. In this video I'll give a brief summary of this story that I've written, and I would also document some new thoughts that I had, and I will write those thoughts and make it as a story for the video so that I can see it in the future and see how I wrote some parts of it. So the story is between two boys, Shak and Shoal, and their journey. I have already decided the ending of this story. It's already kind of fixed and done in my head, but I have not written it yet. And I want to make this story a long story, not a short story. It's not going to be just a beginning, end, and just nothing in the middle. I want it to be very long, kind of like an adventurous travel journey type of story. This story is going to be the journey story of these two boys, Shak and Soul. These are the protagonists of this story. So while writing this story, I was kind of inspired by One Piece, the anime and the manga, and so you might get some resemblance of it, you might not get any resemblance of it, I don't know, but I had One Piece going on in my head while I was thinking this story and how I will write it and all of that, so I just had to put it out there. Now let's begin the story. I'll just read some parts of it and explain it, and I will write some new thoughts. So, world is divided into two by big gate, rich and poor. Many don't know about the other. Only the top leaders know the other side. On the rich side, there lives a boy unhappy with his life. This boy is Shak. Shoal is the boy from the poor side. Even though he have everything that someone can wish for, that someone can dream for, he still isn't satisfied. The boy is 14 years old and lives with his family of 4: father, mother, younger sister, and he himself. So the thing with this boy is he is starting to have dreams, and recurring dreams. These dreams are quite similar to a nightmare. In these dreams he sees a creature. He knows nothing about this creature, have never seen this creature in real life, and when he tell other people about his dream, many people laugh at it, many people ignore it, even his own family member don't take it seriously, but it just keeps on happening and happening, and it keeps on repeating, recurring, and he just can't take it no more. It's just too much for him to handle. He's a 14 years old boy, and one day while he was sharing his dream for the first time to his classmates or friends, you say, there was this girl named Dexy. Now Dexy is an important character because she is the only one who for the first time listened to what Shak has to say about his dream, and to also help him to go deep and find out the meaning of his dream. For that, Dexy introduces Shak to her grandmother. Her grandmother name is Zita. She is an spiritual type of person who is very intellect, who is very much in this spiritual, other dimensional, and enlightened type of thing. She's a very famous and known spiritual person around the town. So Shak and Zita communicates, Dexy helps with it, and then they find out the true meaning of Shak's dream. So in his dream, what happens is, I will just give a brief, I will just read a little part of it to just know what happens in his dream. So see, in his dream, Shaq walks around or near a river. The river name is Hing, a small river flowing throughout the place. In his dream, he was walking alone and was crossing a wooden bridge. Suddenly, he hears a voice. He looks back. Nobody is there. Sound of voice rises and he notices something is coming from something in the water. He looks closely and sees a transparent water body shaped as a human but with four hands. So I imagined this spirit, this creature, to be otherworldly being, and I have its body structure fully imagined, and it's transparent like water, transparent like a mirror, normal mirror. His body rises up and he sees face to face with Shaq. Shaq is mesmerized and confused, and then the body tells, I am a spirit, the spirit of this river and its beings, every beings on the river, living and non-living. I came in your dream to provide you about the hidden knowledge of our world. Don't be scared, I won't hurt you. The world is filled with entities, energies, frequencies, consciousness, thoughts, spirits, dimensions, and many more that human eye normally cannot see. You can't see your thoughts, but you still can feel it. You can see your emotion, you can see your energy, frequencies, and all these things, but you can feel it. In order to observe this, one has to be in its true self, which every being with consciousness is capable of. Shaq is stunned, and in a shimmering voice he asks, Why me? What have I done to know about all this? To which the spirit replied, You have increased your spiritual power. This can be done knowingly or unknowingly. In your case, it seems unknowingly. Shaq then asks, So, you are a spirit. What makes some being a spirit? Spirit replied, We are beings just as humans, animals, plants without a physical body. The transparent body is not a physical body. We live in the same world, universe. We have spiritual and supernatural powers. We spirits are made when a being with pure intention and energy wants us in this universe, just as how I am made by Hing's thoughts and intentions. No, I don't have a name. I belong to Hing River, so you can call me Hing. What is your name? My name is Shaq. Shaq said in a calm voice, and he started trusting Hing. This is Shaq's dream. He had still not met Hing, and in the dream, many more things happen, which I will tell later on. And then the story moves on. So where was I? I was with Dixie, Zeta, and Hing, right? So they met, and then they went to the river Hing in real life, not in Shaq's dream, in real life. And then with Zeta's help, and also with Shaq's spirit and his spiritual power, they met Hing. Now, while they were encountering Hing, Zeta and Shaq were normal because they have seen Hing. They have seen other beings like Hing. It's like they're quite familiar. Shaq has seen it in his dream, while Zeta is a non-spiritual person, so she have also already seen things like that before. But Dixie haven't, and Dixie was surprised. She was shocked while she met Hing for the first time. And after that, all three of them went to their homes. Shaq and Dixie were both happy and cheerful after meeting Hing. both tell what happened today to their family. I just wrote this right now. So what happened was, Shaq says, "Today something spectacular happened. I met a spirit," to which his family reacted, "Whatever." They thought he was just lying. Shaq then shows them the beautiful underwater stone and coin that Hing gave it to him and Dexy, his mother, Shaq's mother, Ross, and sister Rose. Mother's name is Ross, or you can say Russ, Ras, and sister name is Rose. Are stunned, but father Rak, R-A-K, is curious and asks to explain what happened and to tell all details. Now I'm going to continue the story. Tell all details. Shaq then happily explains whatever happened. Explains all the things that happened during the day. Rack then started Rack then starts to question more and more in depth, so that he can take as much as information out from him. So I thought that I would put his father's character in like a bad person type of way, like how he betrays his own son and how he leaks all this information, shares all this information about his son, about Hing, about Sita, to the leaders of this world, of his world, the rich part of this world. So I'm kind of painting him as a bad person. His whole family is kind of like that. His father is a bad person, his mother is a bad person, his sister is also a bad person. The only one with pure heart and intention is Shaq himself. I'm going to write it like that. Like then it starts to question more and different, so that he can take as much information out from Shaq as he likes, as he can. Later that night, when everyone goes to sleep, Rock slowly goes to Shaq's room and looks for the coin and stone, both of which were at the drawer. No, not the drawer. Both of which were at the top of Shaq's bed. Top of Shaq's bed. Mm. The next day, Shaq wakes up and shouts. He shouts, "Where is my stone? Where is my coin? What happened? Who took it?" And he's just angry. Where is my stone? Where is my coin? Who took it? Jack says angrily. He then starts to look for it throughout his room. Russ and Rose also start to help him in searching, but Rack was not in the house. He had already left without talking or saying about going out to anyone. Shaq then called Dixie to inform her about this incident and Zita too. Shaq then called Dixie and says it disappeared. The stone, coin are now gone. He says in a sad voice. To which Dixie replies, "How's that possible? How's that possible? How can it disappear? She then calls Zita and tells her everything. Both Shaq and Dixie start to panic, thinking they have done something wrong. To which Zita just controls them and says that it's nothing serious. Calm down. To which Zita calms them down and tells them. And tell them to relax. Yeah. Now this is a lot. I have written like 2 pages. So after this, I'm thinking the story will go in a way that his father, Rock, will now inform the world leaders. Not typically the top world leaders, but kind of like in the hierarchy. Someone who's like a higher level than him. And they will inform it to a further higher level. Like it will go in like level and the story will build level type thing. But now he will say it to his leaders, and then somehow Shaq becomes suspicious about his own father, and he will not directly confront it to him. He will first properly analyze his actions, like what he does, how does he make a living. To this day, Shaq don't know what his father does, nor even his sister Rose knows what his father does. Only their mother knows. He have never asked, and so he never knew. But this time he is curious, and he is now going to know more about his father and how he makes a living in this rich side of this world. And so he will slowly view his actions, he'll slowly view his, and he will find some clues here and there, some gaps here and there that will hint or give him a little bit of clue that his father stole his stone and coin. And it's not serious, but why would he stole it from his son? He would become very curious about it, and he will then ask this to Zita. Not ask, he will then tell this to Zita and Dixie, and now they will take action against it. Not like directly, but like they'll make a scenario where his father Rock has to do something, do like one thing or the another. And if he does one thing, it will say that he did stole it, and if he does the other thing, it will kind of say that he did not stole it. So they will try to make and build a scenario so that they can know that he stole it or he didn't stole it without directly asking. Because if they directly asked him, he would just say no, he didn't. There is no proof about it. So they want to know why he stole it, or did he stole it or not. So I'll write that in the next chapter. So thank you. So wow, it was quite fun. So this much for this video. Thank you.